Now we are coming from a victory over Sheffield in the Premier League, as well as over Newcastle for a penalty shootout in the Carabao Cup that sent us through to the semi-final. And what is really important now that we need to show is being consistent, that we can keep on building up on this and not going back to a horrible performance like we have seen so many times throughout this season. So I hope now the confidence and morale is boosted massively, that players can play with a lot of freedom and confidence out there. I don't want to see any more nervousness. And sometimes Pochettino mentioned that we are our own biggest enemy, which I totally understand, because we're making a lot of errors, we're making poor decisions. But then you can also question, is Pochettino really helping the team to the fullest? And I don't really think he does that either. But I know we have had a lot of injuries, especially in key position, and it hasn't made Pochettino's job so easily. And now when players starting to come back from injuries, Nkunku, Malo Gusto, he should at least be ready to start now. I want to see Pochettino start making some tweaks so our attack can become even more fluid, because sometimes I think we're looking too pragmatic. Pochettino wants to be more secure on the counters. I don't think we should be that. When we're facing now Wolves away at the Molineux Stadium, we should go at them and be brave. And at least one of our wingers will need fullback, because I think that's going to transform our attack. We're going to be a more threat in the final third. Now when it comes to Wolves, what we can expect from them is to sit deep, soak up pressure, hit on counter-attacks on their dangers forward in Wang Yi-chan, Cunha and Neves. They have been brilliant so far this season. The Wolves still got problem in the defense. They leaking goals. They have trouble scoring goals as well, and they aren't in their best form. So this is a perfect opportunity now to continue the momentum going and not showing up with a poor performance. Because if we want to catch the team above us, if we want to take ourselves and evolve to the next level, we need to start showing consistency out there. And in terms of the team news, and we can go through it pretty quickly, we know that Reece James had a surgery finally, and I hope that's going to help his hamstring so they won't continue to occur. So best wishes to James. Chilwell is back in partial training. He should be back soon in full team training. Lavia and Ugochukwu is back in full team training. They could be on the bench. He also confirmed that Nkunku won't start, and I get that. The guy maybe isn't fully sharp yet to start 90 minutes, but hopefully we can see him coming off the bench now for 30 minutes. Nkunku will be a key player for us. He is an elite forward, so I can't wait him to get more chances out there. Pochettino on Madueke. Noni is in a position where there is massive competition. There is simply just too many players. Well, we have Cole Palmer featuring there, who has been one of our best players so far this season. Raheem Sterling plays that as well. He is key in our attack too. So I get that it's difficult for Madueke to find a starting spot. And what Pochettino means that he needs to compete and raise his level. And that should be the case for all the players in the team. No one should be set in stone to start. But if you're training well, if you're performing out there on the pitch like Cole Palmer has been doing, of course you need to continue with him. Have something going on there with him. Madueke has unfortunately not started, and therefore Pochettino don't know what he will offer out there on the pitch. Of course, I think we should maybe have gave him more opportunities too, because I see Noni Madueke as massive talents, but it is good with competitions, but this also reveals which players is determined to raise their levels in training. And if Madueke isn't showing that, then Pochettino has his all right to continue with playing Cole Palmer or Raheem Sterling. He mentioned the competition here is serious. We need top level in training to play basis. I don't know how Madueke trains. I don't know if he's training good, if he's looking poor. But I'm trusting Pochettino here on this one. Enzo is also being assessed ahead of the trip to Molineux on Christmas Eve. We know that. And he mentioned also Lavia and Nkunku. They have been out now for many months. it will take time for them to getting back and earn a starting spot. They need to prove that as well, and I totally agree with him there. So let's get then into my personal preferred predicted lineup. What I would do is I will continue what I told you in my previous match preview against Newcastle. I think we should actually play with a 4-3-2. Now if you're playing a 4-2-3-1 that can change into other formations, I got no problems with that. But I will have Petrovic in goal. He is high on confidence after he became that penalty hero against Newcastle. If Malo Gusto is ready to start, he is starting there as a right back, and when he came in the second half against Newcastle, our right hand side just became more fluid. Palmer had assist out there with a fullback overlapping, and that's what I want to see Malo Gusto provide. Please let him start Pochettino if he is ready. I will have Levi Colwill as my left back because we just simply know Pochettino won't start Madsen at all. Therefore, I'm not gonna say he's going to start because I don't see the point with that. So Con will continue there. He will maybe invert a little bit. Now, if this doesn't work at all, then I would like Pochettino to bring on Jan Madsen, because even if he might get sold in January, you still get to see what two natural fullbacks can do for you in the attack. You can also assess and see if we're becoming more fluid. As centre-back pairing, I will have Disasi and Thiago Silva. Giving Badiashile a rest. He has played a bit nervous. He has made that horrible mistake which Callum Wilson capitalized on. Therefore, I want to see Disasi and Silva as centre-back pairing. In the pivot, I continue with Caicedo and Gallagher. Caicedo is looking better and better under the possession, but I still think he has to build up his strength and speed. He can be pretty vulnerable on counter-attacks, and he gets easily out muscle like Jorginho used to do, and therefore it's crucial to have Conor Gallagher next to him, because for me Gallagher is the most important player in this team sheet at the moment. If you're just looking at these stats that Opta has shown, he ranks first in terms of distance covered, possessions won in final third, possessions won overall, in interceptions, in tackles, in the Chelsea team. He covers so much ground. He provides such an immense defensive help in this team. He also creates chances and provides with assist on top of that. And I know what Conor Gallagher's weaknesses is, but as I continuously stressing, for me he has improved massively in his technique, first touch, decision making, and in terms of just keeping possession, not giving it away. I think he has improved massively there. The only thing missing now is maybe when he's going to attack the box, when he's taking some decisions in the final third. Maybe he can take more shots too, because he has a lethal shot out from long range too. And then I think he's just going to be a very well-rounded midfielder. And I think people is just not being fair to Conor Gallagher. He's showing massive improvement this season, and despite many people have been against him, despite that we have bought the two most expensive midfielders in history, he hasn't gave up. He hasn't gave up at all. He has shown massive resilience and a fighting spirit, and he is definitely someone that want to play for Chelsea and give his all. So I think we should really appreciate what Gallagher has done for us, and we should really appreciate his mental resilience. So he is a key player in this team. On the left hand side, I start with Mihailo Mudryk now. I think his confidence is now boosted after that equalize against Newcastle. He's a dangerous 1v1 threat too. On the right hand side, I'm continuing with Cole Palmer. He is also one of the key players this season. He has to start. And up front, I'm pairing Raheem Sterling with Nicholas Jackson. Now, Raheem Sterling can be a more player that's roaming from his position. He can drop down like a false 9, like a 10, healthy midfield if we need that. But if we don't need that, it's better if he just is more advanced further up the pitch and inside the box, or more out wide and helping Palmer to overload the right hand side, because Wolves will sit deep in a low block. So if he doesn't need to come deeper, he shouldn't do that. He should continue to just hold his position or help Palmer out wide in the attack. That's just what I'm thinking there. So let me know in the comments down below what you share, and hopefully we see Kunku coming in second half. In terms of a score prediction, I think it's going to be an even game. Fact is, we still struggle to score goals, and we easily letting in goals every game because of errors or set pieces or on counters. I feel like if we starting with this 11, if Pochettino continues to improve his in-game management, if all the players is showing up, I think we can go away with a 1-2 victory away at the Molineux Stadium and claim those 3 crucial points. Let me know your score prediction in the comments down below, and if you made it all the way to the end of this video, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my page, hit that notification bell down below so you never miss a load. Check out my socials in the description as usually, and it's time we're now starting to show consistency so we can climb up table. So Merry Christmas to all of you. And in Sweden we celebrate at the 24th, so it would be fantastic if Chelsea could just win, so I don't have to sit there and being depressed when I open my gifts. And yes, I'm probably gonna get gifts because I have been kind this year.